Hello, fellow Bazaarians. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing Jules. Let's hop right on into it. Alright, it has been a minute since I played Jules. Let's see what we can do today. Fiery hot stones? Oh my god, that is an amazing pickup. This is actually one of the best pig items to start with in the game, so this should be really good. We can get a rice cooker to make sure that we can focus into playing as many times into that fiery hot stones as I possibly can. Just buff it as many times as possible here. I'm reluctant to take that skill because it's pretty doubtful that we'll actually end up playing any weapons on Jules. But that's okay. Go ahead and cook Bananable here real quick. Look at that burn stacking already. And we get extra health every time we cast it. And healthy jolts. And restorative strawberries, so we can actually use healthy jolt. Oh my goodness. I'm more interested in this turbo coffee than restorative strawberries most of the time, but this is just fine. Grab ourselves a little bit of money to play with. And then we can grab one of these and one of these, and then we go next. Alright, so what we have right now... No, this only ups the food burn, doesn't it? The prep station. I think it does. So, prep station is when you use a near or a adjacent tool, charge this 1 second, and then when it goes off every 7 seconds, your food gain 1 burn, 1 regen, and a bit of shield as well. So I'm not gonna play it on the first day. Especially since hot stones is not a food item. That haste from the restorative strawberries was a lot, actually. Look at that. It looks like we're burn stacking, but it's staying right around 30. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Alrighty. I need to quickly blow my nose real quick because it is really, really brutally stuffed. Okay. Hopefully that helps out a bit. Sorry, y'all. I am still getting over this flu. It is what it is, man. I'm trying my best. Holy cow. That might be the most insane pull I've gotten from that, aside from... On stream the other day, I actually pulled a ticket on hour 2 of day 1 out of the mountain pass. An expedition ticket. Could go for rigged here and have rigged and healthy jolt, so I'm gonna... Well, I would have rather gone for someone that had fire, right? Like, if Tempest Flame Dancer was there, that would have been really nice. But I am finally getting mostly over the cold, mostly over the flu. It's just, man, it's been a brutal last couple weeks for me as far as getting sick goes. But it has not been a brutal week of the Bazaar, that's for sure. Starting with a fiery hot stones is kind of awesome. Unfortunately, we can't get this skillet to actually have 2 food items next to it and have... Oops. And have, the hot stones get heated. That's great. Just doubled our burn with the skillet, and doubled our haste with the rice cooker. Okay, this should be just fine, I think. We're not hasting the hot stones anymore, but we're hasting the item that's buffing all of our food items up. And if you saw my last Jules video, you'll know that rice cooker is really, really good on Jules for targeting specific items that have that heated status with haste. And as you can see, we're still stacking burn just fine. And the strawberries are getting a shield increase whenever we're using Prep Station. The skillet is getting a burn increase, and actually the strawberries are also getting a regen increase every time we're using the Prep Station as well, so... So yeah, those buffs are pretty good.
Oh, hello.
And this is a perfect item to use with all 3 of those buffs as well. Azakan Stew. I don't know why it took a second there to actually register that I clicked it, but we got it. And I don't think I want any of this other stuff. But Azakan Stew should be getting... we lost our bet. Let's bump up the fiery hot stones. Burn. We can find Prep Station in the world, you know? Just somewhere else. And I guess we're gonna put the hot stones all the way to the left here, and then heat the stew so that we can actually have the burn on the stew.
Then the steel.
But the Prep Station should buff all 3 of the stew's stats. The burn, the shield, and the regen. Alright. This is going pretty well so far. Let's bump up the Prep Station here. Alright. Oh, and you know what? Let me quickly do this as well. Okay. Don't really need either of those. Like I said earlier, it's pretty unlikely that we're going to be playing any weapons, so... Unless we get an obsidian enchantment for one of our food items, I don't think we're going to be playing any weapons. Let's see what this dually has got. This looks like a relatively weak shield ward. But he is casting that balloon bot like crazy though, isn't he? He's got a lot of shield. But I have 128 regen. Make that 183, 93 regen. And I've got almost 400 burn on him. Now I do have more than 400 burn on him. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. The combo of giving yourself a bunch of regen and a bunch of extra health is really, really strong.
Discounts for peace.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
You are enough.
So Azakan Stew, as you can see, it upgrades by getting cooldown reduction, so we actually just made it a second faster.
I'm so glad we could share this experience.
Black pepper is one of those items on this character that is just really, really good. I might just end up playing that here
I can feel our energies
instead of playing the strawberries. Oh no, you know what? Right. The strawberries is what we're getting all of the multicast for the stew from. Yeah, I don't think we can get rid of the strawberries in that case. Because we need to have another food with burn, heal, and regen. But we could play it like this so that we can get the haste more often and cast this more often. And we have a little bit of crit chance on our food with the caviar on the board too.
Precious counter space.
I think best case scenario, we would move the rice cooker all the way to the right, and then we would have the stew next to the rice cooker, or next to the prep station rather, like that. But the only way I would do that is if we had a tool tag on the stew, because then it would charge the prep station 10 seconds every time it goes off. Which would be pretty good. 10 seconds of charge is not a small amount of charge, you know?
Oh my.
It's more than enough to cast it
I'll
once.
destroy you.
I think we can beat this guy just fine, right? We have so much shield and so much regen and so much extra health. Yeah, there's just nothing that this guy can do. We're back up to full health, which is even more health than we started with. Yeah, we got almost 200 max health in that short amount of time right there. Just right there, we got 200 extra health. And a bunch of shield too, wow. This is incredibly strong. Fiery hot stones is no joke if you can find yourself some regen. By the way, there's a bunch more regen and a bunch more extra health, and I don't need any of this stuff. Probably don't need Lao Lao either, but I'll hold on to it just because I do like that item sometimes.
I was raised on the street.
But seeing as though it's bronze, I might just toss it soon. Have to see. What am I looking at here? I think the biggest downside on this board is just the fact that it is a silver ignition core versus a golden stew with a silver prep station. But he wasn't even able to stack as much burn as we were.
Finally, some space for that blunder.
That might partially be due to the fact that we have a 12 burn hot stones, but let's see if we can grab another fire skill. No, I don't really want another weapon related crit skill. I don't even want a weapon related skill, to be honest with you. So let's see if we can grab a ticket from the Trash Town Mayor here or augmented defenses. Alright. So we're still just focusing all of our haste into the stew with this pressure cooker. We're also charging the prep station with the pressure
My
cooker.
opponent resorts to violence.
And since we got that duct tape, okay, we did not get augmented defenses, but that's fine. But since we got the duct tape, we were able to use that to charge the prep station as well. It's pretty slow for that purpose, but it also gives us, you know, a good 50 shield every time that the stew goes off, so it's not terrible either. If I could get, like, rightmost item has extra shield, then it would be a little bit better, but that's fine with me. Alright, this should be just fine, honestly. We're still so strong
Go ahead.
from what it feels like.
Underestimate me. It makes this more fun.
We also have that extra burn coming from that skill that we picked up, and having that extra regen on the stew also from that skill we picked up is so clutch. I mean, after we cast it the first time around, we had 54 regen all of a sudden. The second time, we got 115 regen.
Bring her about! I've got another.
And he might have burned me for 157, but we still have so much shield, and we're gaining the extra health from those hot stones over there. This is crazy. Imagine if we could get the food tag on hot stones so that we could keep buffing the burn on it.
Oh, it was a long
I think I'm just gonna buff the hot stones, honestly.
Goes a long way.
Oh, counter space. Precious counter space.
The first time you use a tool each fight, charge 2 food? I only have 3 food, so
I think you had a breakthrough.
that sounds pretty good. We can bump that skill up to a gold skill, then we can charge all 3 of our food. And same thing with the Infernal as the previous guy, the Flame Juggler. We should just be able to out-shield and out-regen this guy for the most part. Look at all that shield go. Barely took any damage against the Infernal. Got another magma core. Let's see if we can find the prep station here at the tool shop. No prep station. T-Siphon wouldn't be terrible. T-Siphon is a 2.5 second item if it's heated. And it's a food and a tool. So we could use that to charge the prep station, theoretically. Every 2.5 seconds. Even without haste. Although, with haste, that would be much faster, too. And we could just get rid of that, I didn't say anything about it, but, you know, I see Corkscrew, I take Corkscrew. Corkscrew casts the medium food item to the left of it whenever it goes off for the first time in a fight. So we should be able to basically multicast 10 the stew on the first cast here, so check it out, ready? Corkscrew goes, it casts it, and then the stew goes and casts it again, so we cast it 10 times right there. And it is still a tool next to the prep station, and it's a better tool than the duct tape was going to be, so yeah, man, this is a great board.
Finally, some space for that blunder.
Tiny Dancer sounds like it would be really, really good. I wouldn't mind also having Peaceful Eye, but the cooldown is what I'm most interested in.
Just close your eyes and grab some.
Alright, Curio, what do you got for me? Any burn increases for our flintstones?
Now that's a bargain.
Or hot stones, rather? Doesn't look like it.
Well,
Buff the
you're doing
shield
your
on
part to
the
clean up
Azakan
the
Stew here, though. And the heal onto our strawberries.
My rusty circuits to see that find on.
Maybe we could find an upgrade here. But yeah, I've been getting comments lately that are asking for me to just kind of go over some more of my decision-making processes. So I'll try to do my best to explain why I'm buying things sometimes. That said, you know, I'm not going to explain every single thing. Like this cookbook, for instance, the only reason I bought that was my strawberries are still bronze. You know, I'd like to upgrade these strawberries, so I bought a cookbook so that every time I level up, or actually I think it's at the beginning of each day. At the beginning of each day, we're going to upgrade a bronze food.
back to the patch for me, it seems.
So we can make sure that the strawberries get an upgrade on the beginning of this next day. I can transform this, but nah.
As a GSM master
And now
merchant,
we can
I
upgrade
you.
a silver
I'll see
food
you
as
since
well.
Back home. I'm gonna be a business tree.
Burrito has the same kind of stats as the stew does, but it's definitely a lot slower.
Deals, not war.
Kitchen scale, meh. If I didn't have the corkscrew, kitchen scale would be really good. Because I could put it in between the prep station and the Azakan Stew. Don't need the Lao Lao anymore. Probably not even using T-Siphon anymore. But I'll pick up the kitchen scale just in case.
Good of all. Why fight when we can feast?
My
Yo,
fight
Captain
isn't with
Cook.
you.
Nice.
You insist.
If we were to get a heated slot all the way like to the right somewhere, then I could see using kitchen scale to be the proper choice here over the rice cooker
Defeat does
for our
not
haste.
defeat me.
Because then we could put the Azakan Stew and the corkscrew all the way to the right, and then drop the pressure cooker,
Precious counter.
and just have the, where did my heat, oh, it went all the way to the right. You know what? This is actually just good enough. I don't need the kitchen scale. If the pressure cooker is heating itself and hasting itself,
Cast aside your
then the pressure cooker's like a 2-second item. So we're gonna have haste pumping out like crazy actually with this kind of setup. So
comes from a negative.
I do not need anything else. I think this is probably just the board for the rest of the run, if I had to guess. The main thing we're looking for now is just upgrades. Man, I can't believe we started with the fiery hot stones. It's such a good item. Any other enchant on hot stones is good too, but you know,
What can
fiery
I
is
say?
just
Live with
easily
the
the
night.
best one.
I offer you.
Because it not only doubles the amount of burn that you're getting, but it also doubles the amount of extra health that
The
you're
edge
getting.
of the foundation. They wait.
Grab ourselves some extra XP. We managed to get the triple here. Nice. And if we sell this now, we level up for this next one. And we got a fiery and a slow enchant. If we use the slow enchant, then we can use that sick burn. Or slow burn, rather. But I want to double the burn of the stew. The stew is our carry item, right? So let's just buff it a bunch, and then we can buff the hot stones with this one. Now we have 20 burn on the hot stones, which I think translates, if I'm not mistaken, into 100 extra health every time hot stones casts. Which is a lot of health, man. It's a lot of health. What is going on here? Oh, I see. Okay, that's pretty good. No defense, though. He's got Toxic Flame, and he's just trying to cast the Red Firefly and the Green Wasp as much as possible to scale them both up, back and forth. But yeah, no defense on that board other than the freeze, really, so can't really compete with the amount of burn that we're putting out. Got a feather, man. That is so good. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna need to change this board up at all, to be honest with you guys. We're still sitting in potential flawless territory here. Look at that stew go. It casts 10 times, and then by the time it's almost done casting,
Dirt lover.
all 10 of those, it's about to go again. Captain's wheel.
Oh, counter space. Precious.
We'll go
counter
Jules
space.
skills here. Your weapons have 10 damage for each food? Nah. When you buy a food, gain max health? Nah. You have exactly one food? No. Leftmost weapon, 25. Cooldown reduction. Cooldown reduction on all food. That is the one we want.
They would be so
Okay.
proud.
With that and line cook, we should be charging up this bad boy pretty good. Because even if we charge the black pepper,
Come with no weapons?
we're still charging
With
the
big
stew at that point
weapons.
too, right?
I suppose you'll go by
Another
who
opportunity
sent
here.
you
We're gonna
along
go
your
with a
life.
legendary this time. Oh my gosh. Do I put that on the stew? I feel like I just put that on the black pepper, right? Let's put that on the black pepper. When we sell that item, it gives obsidian to the leftmost item on our board, so just go ahead and put the black pepper over there and bam.
Let's make this quick.
Show duck.
Something in the oven.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend.
Uh.
Lago.
That's awesome. But yeah, now we have the full left-hand side of our board is enchanted. And since we are buffing the burn on all of our food items, we're actually buffing the damage output on the black pepper as well. Keeping up here.
Next time, boys,
Nice.
less blunder.
And
more
since it's a
plunder.
weapon, we're actually benefiting from aggressive and from, well, I guess we would have benefited from the other skill that we
That's
skipped earlier
professional
too,
grade.
but that's okay. I didn't really expect to get a obsidian enchant on this run. Alright.
Got any new playlists?
Let's go Herma and see what we got. The pizza is another item that functions very similarly to the stew, but it doesn't have any shield, so I'm gonna skip that. Okay, would be gaining regen fairly often, but again, it's just like, where do we put any of the stuff that we're seeing right now? You know? Where do we put it? And that cookbook pickup that we did a couple days ago now in the run here is actually paying off really well, because now all of the 3 foods that we have on the board are all gold. And aside from the Azakan Stew, both of those gold upgrades actually happened because of that book. We had the strawberries at bronze and the
You'll be delicious.
black pepper at
Some space in that
silver,
blender.
and now they're both at gold just because of that cookbook. I could see a world where you could play Eye of the Colossus next to the stew, right? But you can't do it like this because there's no multicast. So I'm just gonna go back to this. This should be just fine. You have to have the black pepper and the strawberries on the board for you to actually get the ×5 multicast, at least on this board right now. You can do a different item for both.
Squander it.
It's not bad either. Was hoping for another enchantment, but that's fine. Either that or a Blaze Howl Warden. Could you imagine Blaze Howl Warden with this one?
Whoever said
Chocolate
money can't buy
coin. Whenever you sell a food, this gains value, and then you get half of that value in crit chance whenever you sell it onto your
I'd rather
leftmost item.
feed you than fight you.
So let's
I
see
may
what
be young
milk
for a
fruit
hunter,
has here
but I've
for
seen
us.
my share of stores.
Man, I think we're gonna flawless this. This board does not look particularly scary. His only defense is Richardson and a seaweed. We should be just fine. We're practically out regenning. At least until about a second ago, we were out regenning. Now that seaweed is actually putting up a lot more heal than I expected
Like
it
my
to,
crew
but
says at the bar. Another
Yeah.
round.
Fiery Hot Stone's giving us so much extra health there. 5,048 health. Yeah, we got 600 extra health from that Hot Stones. And a bunch of extra regen and shield from the stew. Bunch of healing and shield and regen from the strawberries. This is just a really effective stall build. Look at that thing go. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a really fun one. The stew is just kind of an amazing item. I can't lie. I'm surprised by how well the stew did. I've never played it before on the channel, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Get to see a new item, at least new to me and the channel.
Spotless as our tablecloth.
And honestly, with a
5 stars
perfect
out of
victory
5.
like that, I gotta sing its praises. It did a lot of work. The Fiery Hot Stones did a lot of work too, but this Azakan Stew, or Azakan Stew, such a good item. Wow. If you guys are new here, consider dropping a sub on the channel. I highly appreciate each and every single one of you who take time out of your days to watch the videos. And I try to post new content every single day. I'm sorry that this one wasn't out yesterday. But I will see you guys tomorrow on Duel. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you then. On a different skin. This is no longer Christmas. Alright, bye-bye.